Yesterday, Monica Robbins, our senior health reporter, told us all about how these testing results go, and then they break, and then they go, and then they pause. Every little step is certainly monitored very carefully. But back here at home, University Hospitals is involved in dozens of these types of clinical trials, trying to find solutions to treat coronavirus. So now Monica joins us live with more on that. Hi, Monica.
Hey, Bets. Yeah, all of our hospitals are on the front lines of this research, but University Hospitals actually has 138 clinical trials ongoing right now. You heard me right, 138. They're looking for therapies for mild, moderate to severe disease, how to stop inflammation that the virus causes, how to prevent lung and heart damage it can lead to, and those first fast remedies that doctors can give when someone is diagnosed that can stop it in its tracks. Now, there's some good news. Some of the studies actually had to close or pause. Dr. Grace McCumsey explains why.
A lot of these studies are closing. They're suffering from low enrollment. The sponsors, I just got one today that they said the sponsor gave up on it because there are no patients to enroll. Yes, there are a lot of cases still, but the cases are switching from the very serious hospitalized into ICU to seeing a lot of the milder cases where people are home. They may feel bad, but they're still home.
So that's actually good news. And some of the studies involve genetics, trying to figure out what may predispose someone to not only get the virus, but also why they get very sick from it. And the bigger benefit is that some of these therapies may actually be beneficial in treating other respiratory diseases like flu. So all of this research is going to help all of us down the road, Beth.
Well, I know all eyes were on the White House and Washington, D.C. when President Donald Trump was diagnosed. He was given the best care in the world and came out. So a lot of people were watching these treatment options. What does the doctor think the next big weapon will be in the fight against COVID?
Actually, the two things that he received, she said research into antivirals like remdesivir that blocks the virus when it's given quickly after diagnosis. And they're actually working with Yale for an outpatient trial on an antiviral that patients can get a pill, take it for 7 days, and they're done. And they're hoping to start recruiting for that in the next week or so. Now, the other treatment is that Regeneron type treatment, the monoclonal antibodies treatment that the president received. They're making antibodies in the lab that can actually block the virus from entering more cells. And I'm going to have more on this at 6. But these are two things that, doctors, we hope, will be able to have in their back pocket. So as soon as somebody's diagnosed, bam, bam, they give them both to them. And hopefully that is what's going to stop the virus in its track. Think of it like Tamiflu. You know, how Tamiflu kind of shortens the duration of the flu, sort of on the same lines. That's what they're looking for right now, is the 1-2 punch right at the beginning.
Monica, we always appreciate your insight and your easy to understand explanations. So thank you so much for that. We look forward to your report on what matters most.
Sure.
Jay?
Yeah, that 3 minutes or so was the most information-packed 3 minutes I've seen on the virus in months.